call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, guess what? I can talk again. Isn't that crazy? Yo, my fucking throat was in pain. Or rather, it's been in pain for the past few days. It still hurts a little bit now, but only when I swallow. So if I eat food, or I drink any water, things that people need to live or whatever, then yeah, my throat kinda hurts. I don't know, I can feel it, I don't know how to say it, but like, an inch below my jaw. My underneck, what do you call it? It's like, okay, so start from your nose, right? Then you go down to your lips, you go down to your chin, then there's that underskin, and then you get to your nose. An inch below that underskin, Is that my jaw? I don't know what that's called. I don't know why I'm trying to use this like a unit of measurement. Not a unit of measurement. I'm trying to tell you that this is where it hurts or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, hi, I'm back, kinda, whatever. Future me will probably upload this first, maybe, because I'm almost done. I'm almost done with, some of these other songs. So we will get to a place when we do. Because, there was a thing I wanted to tell everybody about. Father's Day. We're a little bit late here, but here at D Industries, hi, I'm D. We don't do things on time. Not always, but when we do, we do. I don't know why I'm using the royal we, but I think it's to sound all fancy and official. I don't do things. We do things. I don't know. But anyway, here's the story. All about how my life got turned upside down. So I'd like to take a minute to just sit right there. And I'll tell you how. I don't know how to finish this shit. Bum-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. In West Philadelphia. No, not in West Philadelphia. West Philadelphia. Philadelphia. I said it 3 times. I can say it. But anyhow, let me tell you a story. And to be very fancy. And because I'm bad at, making up fake names for people for stories, actually, I should just pretend like I didn't just say that. Ooh. Okay, let me tell you the story. Now, let me think of what are names I can keep up with. Ooh, okay. Maybe one person's gonna know the trick here. But I will give them names. So, imagine, it's like 1992. And it's the Junior Olympics in, I think, Atlanta? I'm not sure. I might have gotten the year wrong, but this is the canon now. This is the new canon. And there's this boy. We will call him, Lee. We'll call him Lee. He is there for track, right? He's this very interesting, I don't know how many generations, Chinese-American track runner. And he's there and wandering around because the track events won't be happening for a little while. He goes inside to, I don't know, fuck around, to play with some of his classmates who are also there for the Junior Olympics, when he notices this one girl. And his very first thought is, and I quote directly from him, "Damn, that bitch tall." And the reason why he notices this is because he sees this girl also in a track uniform playing basketball with a few other girls. She is this approximately 6'1" black girl, just going off. She gets a slam dunk. She gets that shit. And he's like, damn, okay. Now, here's the thing about Lee. Lee is a playboy, to be honest with you. He's a ladies' man. He's also a little bit spoiled. Because in the town where he's from, I wouldn't say his parents have a lot of power. But if you said his last name or mentioned his family's name at any restaurant, store, or to any person in the town he's from, he could pretty much get whatever he wants. And he's kind of seen as a menace by many of the people in the town. But no, he doesn't have power to abuse. So he goes to this girl very, very confidently. He's like, "Oh, you play ball?" Because he's that kind of age. And she's like, "Yeah, I do. You wanna go?" And he's like, "Fuck yeah." So they play a little basketball together. And in her mind, we'll call her Bari. It is an Arabic name. She's like, I don't know what this guy's got going on, but okay. And what's funny is that they're the same fucking height. And Faree had always had insecurities about her height because she wanted to be smaller, she wanted to be cuter, and people usually made fun of her for that. But for this Lee guy, he didn't. He wanted to get to know her. He wanted to play sports with her, play basketball with her. And so he got her, wait for it, home phone number because it's the fucking 90s. And she gave it to him. And after the Junior Olympics, he went back to Illinois and she went back to Texas. And they continued talking. And then about a year or two later, a very interesting thing happened. Lee was like, damn, I want to go see her. Because at this point, they're fucking dating. But he's like, how am I gonna see her? So he called his friend James, said his real name, and whatever, you're not gonna find it. That's a basic ass name. This is, yo, James, I've got an idea. I'm gonna steal my mom's car and drive all the way down to Texas. Are you in or not? And James said, fuck yeah. So Lee, James, and two of their friends, here's what they did. According to, Lee's mother, many years later. They lifted the garage manually because it doesn't make a sound that way, backed the car out, and literally drove all of the hours from Illinois to Texas. And then, because I heard this side of the story from Faree's family. According to Faree's mother, she had never seen this boy, but she noticed that Faree was very happy talking to him. And she was also like, what does this Asian boy want with my daughter? She was a little suspicious, but she was also happy for her because her daughter has been very, very depressed for a lot of her life. And was like, okay, as long as he makes you happy. But Faree's mom was a little bit skeptical because she was single right now after being in a abusive relationship herself. But Lee and his friends came down to Faree's grandmother's house where her family, majority of her family lived. And well, they stayed for a bit. According to those who were there, his friends were very nice. Lee was a very dashing, handsome man. They loved him. He was charismatic. He got along with Faree's brother, her cousins. He was an awesome guy. They loved him. And then, they got a phone call. guess who it was? That's right, Lee's father. I wonder how they found out where he went. He was pretty obvious. He went to the place where, he was consistently calling that girl. That's right. So he took his ass back up to Illinois, after, of course, saying thank you. And he did make a very good impression, and this trip was something that Faree's family would talk about for years. Now here's the unfun part. So, the two of them eventually graduate high school. Lee goes to Alabama A&M, I believe, because he was a football fan. And Faree goes to a university in Texas with a full ride scholarship. Now here's where things get a little bit ugly. So Faree was on a volleyball scholarship, full ride once again. And there was this football player who got close to her. No, she was still dating Lee. And then one day while she was in college, I'm just gonna straight up say it, she was a little more than sexually assaulted. And it made her, she didn't drop out, but she didn't go through college for a bit. The next time she did go after that incident, she asked to transfer to Alabama A&M to be with Lee. Her mother was very against it, but this is because Faree didn't tell her what happened until years later. So her mother simply thought, oh, she's wasting an opportunity. She wants to be with that boy. But in Faree's mind, she went from a very confident person to someone completely different. She became anxious. She stuttered more. She was spooked by shit that never spooked her. And well, because she was still an adult, she was able to transfer. And transfer she did. She went to school in Alabama with Lee and everything. And here's where things get interesting. About 1 year later, Faree wakes up and throws up in the toilet. And she's like, oh God, am I sick? And she ignores it just for a little bit. But then she notices that her hormones are out of whack and that she missed her period. And she's like, oh, fuck, I am pregnant. So after keeping it to herself for a little bit, she tells Lee, wondering what he's gonna say. Is he gonna be happy for her? Is he gonna be sad for her? And his first sentence is, oh, you're having a kid? Well, get an abortion. And Faree isn't sure what to say to that. Because on one end, they're both just 22 and 21. She was 21, he was 22 at the time. Or about to be. No, she had just turned 21 and he was about to turn 22, yeah. But she was also like, if she has this child, she's not gonna be able to stay in college. And she really wanted to, because she was studying to become an attorney. She was studying law. So at first she said, no, I want to keep the baby. And at first Lee said, oh, okay, sure. And went back to being, a good boyfriend. But then things started to change as her baby bump showed more and more with each month. And Lee went from the really nice boyfriend to a physical, abusive boyfriend. And after the first time she called the cops, she just left. She got the fuck out of there. She was not about to deal with that shit, especially with a child in her stomach. Because the last thing she wanted was for him to hurt her and the baby. So she went back to her mother, but did not break up with him, which I personally find very, very fucking interesting for a reason you will find out in a few fucking minutes. A few more months went by, And approximately 7.5 months into her pregnancy, well, 7 3/4 months into her pregnancy, on January 12th, 1999, Farie went into labor prematurely. Well, I mean, technically on the 11th, but like late at night. And after being in labor for a long ass time, at damn near 10 fucking pounds, fat ass baby, I was born. And because I was born early, Lee, my father, as I will now refer to him as, could not make it there for Farie, and I will now refer to her as my mother, her birth. But here's another interesting tidbit. So, when I was born, I was the wrong color, right? I was, like, turning a little bit blue. If you don't know, look up, what does it mean if a baby is the color blue? My father, somehow, I don't know how the fuck others there didn't notice that this baby was turning the fucking color blue, noticed that I was blue, and ended up saving my life. But there is a theory in my family that the reason why I had so many medical issues as a child and was even born early, because I also had asthma as a child, is because of the physical abuse my mother took when I was in the womb. But we'll never know. So after this, they stayed together for, I think, about a year and a half. Yeah. Should I tell that detail? Nah, I'm gonna let that be a surprise. I'll tell you guys about that some other time. But all you need to know. And after he moved out, he went, well, back to Alabama. That was just the place he liked to be. Definitely not because he cheated on my mother while she was pregnant with his manager. Or because he found yet another woman only a few years later, giving me more siblings already. Now we're gonna move on to my childhood, but specifically with my father. Because yeah, we're gonna go through all of my lore to present day, because I have an update, that happened right when I was gonna record the video, my voice died, so I'm kinda glad that happened. But, so, I think, oh god, I completely forgot about that shit. Okay, so it was, not long after my parents broke up, my father came over to my house. According to my grandmother, I was around 10 to 11 months old, maybe even a year old. And he pretty much, quote unquote, picked me up without permission. That's the way she likes to say it sometimes. And held me for ransom for, and I quote, a television. It was for a television and something else. I'd have to ask my grandma, but it's almost 3 a.m., so I'm not gonna ask her right now. But he literally held me for ransom, and my mother and grandmother had to come together with the police in Alabama, in the specific fucking city he was in, to have a small sting operation with a TV, mind you, to get me back. And my dad was in jail for a little bit. Yeah, shit got wild. And the second time I was kidnapped happened, and I remember this one, because I wasn't too young. I was almost four. He had come over to visit. He got me the same exact way. He was like, oh, you're coming with me right now. And I was like, wee, because, I'm almost 4, bro. It's my dad. I never see this dude. Because if any of you were in a split household, you tend to, I don't know, for a little bit, especially when you're younger, you want to be with the parent you never see. Because you're like, wow, things are so blah, blah, blah where I am. With the parent I never see, things are so different. They give me fucking... you ever have those circus animal crackers? Yo, that was the shit. He gives me circus animal crackers, and I get to eat, eat my fucking kid cuisine on my Zoo Pals plates. If you know, motherfucker. If you know, you know. I get to use a fucking socket bop it. I'm really carbon dating myself with it. Use a socket bop it. Or just a normal bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Nah, dude. Yo, he was spoiling me. I don't even lie to you. He had like all the good shit. So yeah, he kidnapped me again using the power of a fucking bop it. Let's just make that the canon. And I was just there for like 6 months. And for most of those months, from what I remember, he was just chilling on the couch with his friends on this fucking PlayStation. I don't even think the 2 was out yet. And I don't really have too much memory of what I was doing, but I used to love, I had a Leapfrog tablet. If you know what that shit is, oh, that shit is ancient. Yeah, I used to fuck around on that, and I used to also, what was it? I used to play, I think it was Spider Solitaire, and like, I think the other one was Minesweeper, right? On, like, Windows XP. Yeah, that was me all day. And that's probably why I love puzzle games now, too, because that's all I would do. That's all I would do. Going, woo! But I was also, like, almost 4, so I was shit as fuck at Minesweeper, but I understood Spider Solitaire at a very tiny age, I'll have you know. Oh, and I would go to, what was that? pbskids.org. Now play the Cyber Chase games too, because those were the only good games to me. There were other, because Disney Channel had shit, Nick.com had shit, Cartoon Network, yeah, yo, I was balling on the internet websites. you know. I can't play phone games, bitch. He had a fucking Motorola. Fuck I look like? I would get in trouble paying that 99 cents for Tetris. Whoa. Yeah, you can feel that early thousands, can't you? Huh? But, yeah, I was just fucking around up there. And I remember I have one distinct memory of this before I tell you how, my mom got me back. So, I went down, I saw him drinking something, and I was like, ooh, Coca-Cola. And he was like, oh, this is not Coca. He was like, oh, you want some? And I was like, yeah, Coca-Cola. I want Coca-Cola. And he was like, okay. So I drank some, and I was like, bleh, bleh. And I later found out in life, from remembering the smell, I shit you not, it was beer. I didn't like that shit. Underage drinking at like 3.5. Don't fuck with me. I was a bad girl. Grr. But here's how they picked me up, right? So, they got my godmother, who is white, this is important, to pretend to be like, I don't know, CPS, right? And they opened the door, and she picked me up and sprinted to her truck, where my grandma was like ready to drive, and they just like took me away. One of my aunts tried doing this beforehand, but she was black, so he immediately knew it was my family. There's a lot to unpack here. Yeah, man, yeah. So yeah, they took me, man. They took me back home. But because of how custody worked, I don't know. I had to see him during the summers. That was the deal. After that, most of my contact with my father, for a few years, I actually didn't see him. For most of it, I would call him and ask for, like, random shit. We like, never had, like, real conversation. Like, I think my longest conversation with him as a child was, I was playing this game called Adventure Quest as a kid, because this one Indian kid at my school loved playing it in the computer lab, right? So I started playing it too, because we were followers as children. And it was like, yo, in order to become this class, you must become a guardian. And I was like, I wanna be guardian. Oh, let me call my father. He turned me to guardian. So I was like, yo, father, I won't be guardian today. I opened Adventure Quest. And he was like, okay, I give you my card. And I was like, thank you, father. So I took the card and became a guardian. And it's still in that account to this day, not gonna lie. But yeah, it was great. Yeah, I would always call him for gaming shit, to be real with you. I would say, yo, I want this. We had no true relationship as father and daughter. that's a half lie. No, we kinda did sometimes, but we never really talk, you know? It was either I was asking him for something or he was asking me to take care of my siblings growing up well, we'll get there. So eventually, the calls led to summers and I would spend summers there. I got to meet all my siblings and shit. And all of his mistresses and baby mothers. My father really likes black women. Let's go. Look at him flying around the United States making bumblebees. That's what I call Blasians, or people who are half Asian, half black. Making bumblebees everywhere, buzzing everywhere, pollinating and shit. That's my dad. That is my father, my papa, my parental unit. But then things got very funky in November of 2008 when my mother was diagnosed with liver cancer. That's right, cancer, not can't-cer. Let's not go. Almost said let's go. Cancer, let's go. No, yo, I have brain rot, help me. Yeah, let's just say in March of 2 years later, March a year later, or 2 years later, yeah, it was 2010 because I graduated from 5th grade after she passed away. I called my father and his words were, "What the fuck?" And he hung up the phone and I was like, huh, interesting. He was there at the funeral though, he was there, along with my siblings. And yeah, he tried getting custody and it led to a very, very tiring custody battle between him and my grandmother on my mother's side, my mother's mother. We ended up getting a few more months, but then I left right after my 12th birthday. Yup, and this is the next, I guess, section of the story. Me finally living with my father. The man, the myth, the legend. So growing up, most of my perception of my father was just the guy I kinda saw during the summers who I was a little scared of because he spanked me. I got in trouble and he spanked me. Now that I'm an adult, I'm like, okay, that's a little bit silly. And the guy who give me game, he gave me money to give to King's Isle Entertainment so I could play Wizard 101 with the brand new game. Yeah, nah, dude, he was giving me everything, shit. Thinking back, I never asked, like, my mom or my grandma for any game stuff like that. I don't know. And that was like before subscription services were crazy, so it was like just buy it once and you were chill. And that felt really good, like really, really good. But yep, moved in with him and everything changed because I went from effectively an only child. Well, yeah. I'll tell you guys that later. For now, I'm an only child over here. Whatever. To the oldest of a lot of fucking kids. So yeah, that did not go well at first. Because even though, I knew my siblings, I had never been raised with them before. And they had the expectation of me to immediately know what I'm doing. Off the bat. And I was not built for that. No. I did not know how to take care of children my age. And I did not know how to take care of children who were in diapers. And I did not know how to take care of children who were entering kindergarten. There were a lot of things I just did not fucking know. And I was just expected to instantly know all of that. Combined with, getting straight A's. Oh, Lord. Let me tell you, imagine going from, like, a black household to an Asian one. Bro. Nah. No, I mean, I was already an A student before that. And it wasn't too hard because my dad, forgot to mention this, lived in New Orleans. And the New Orleans education system is absolute dog shit. So it wasn't really hard getting an A at all. I had to do was fucking look forward and have a brain. And stare forward. I don't know. Like, what's 1 + 1, motherfucker? 2, I guess. I've talked a little bit about how middle school was, but I'll rehash it because I don't expect everyone who's watching this video to watch all of my videos. That's a little... no. A little weird. So let me rehash it, but let me tell a new side of it, so that if you have, watched all my videos, thank you, by the way, if you have, you get something new out of it. So, let me tell you of the 5 middle schools I went to. We're gonna speedrun a few and only tell the story of like one of them. So my first middle school was in New Orleans, before, I initially moved to New Orleans. Yeah, crazy. My grandma got me back, and I went to school in Texas for 6 months. My father finally got custody of me, and I went to school in New Orleans for the other 6 months. So I went to school for 1 semester the next semester. In the first school for like 2 or 3 weeks. After that school, I went to yet another school for 7th grade and the first half of 8th grade. And then I went to my final school for the second half of 8th grade and graduated as valedictorian. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck I was valedictorian, but we chillin', so yeah. But during those years, my father was definitely different. Definitely a little different. I didn't realize this until I was older, but it had to do with my stepmother and the relationship he was in with her. Because let me describe this bitch. Oh, let me tell you, I cannot stand this bitch. So let me tell you the dynamic of everything in this house, right? So you have my father and my stepmother, you had me and my stepbrother, and then you had my younger brother and my younger sister. And they were the children of my father and stepmother. This is important. My stepmother was biased towards her children, but only the 2 new children. My stepbrother was irrelevant to her. And he knew this. He knew this very well because she allowed my father to abuse him. He just did not like my stepbrother. He would just punch him, smack the shit out of him, everything, whenever he wanted. Well, I mean, there was always a quote-unquote reason for it, but it wasn't valid to me. It was never really that valid. And even when he did quote-unquote do something wrong, I didn't think it was deep enough to smack the ever-living shit out of a malnourished 4'11" boy. He was very fucking short at the time. I used to make fun of him too, I won't even lie to you. But he ended up topping off at like, I think 5'8", so you know what? That's a win for being 4 foot fucking whatever for most of your fucking life. Good shit, dude, good shit. But anyhow, that was not exclusive to my stepbrother at the time. That's right. Good old me. I too was a punching bag at times. For the simplest of things. And usually they would group my stepbrother and I together, saying that because we're like a year apart. Because I was January 99, he was March 2000. Saying that we both should take responsibility for the things that other siblings have done wrong, so we would both get shit beat out of us or whatever. But most of that was orchestrated by my stepmom. For the Americans here, you might understand what I'm about to say. Well, who did good in civics. My father was the executive branch, while my stepmom was both the judicial and the legislative branch. She told us what to do. No, like, she made the laws and told us what to do, and also decided if we were right or wrong. And my dad literally just existed to dish out punishments. That was it. That was basically it. But eventually, my dad got a new job in New York. We were all about to move. And then, they left me in Illinois. Hey, look, Illinois is back. Illinois is back. With my grandparents. That's right, the same ones who spoiled shit out of my dad. And I got, like, I would say I got micro spoiled. I liked it. It was the first time I'd ever gotten, like, micro spoiled. I got saxophone lessons. Oh, yep, the saxophone's back. Remember that shit from the other video? Look, I've gone full circle. That's when I learned how to play the saxophone. It was great. And during the same time, my dad got a mistress who was living in New Jersey. And yeah, and asked me if I wanted to go back to New Orleans and live with him and his mistress. And I said yes, because all my friends were at my other high school. So yeah, as you can see, this is very chaotic. We will get to the reason why the video is titled what it is. We're almost there, I swear, we're almost there. So, got back and I'm living with my father and my new soon-to-be stepmom, my dad's mistress. She's fucking awesome too. So awesome that she was only born 8 years before me. We were born the same decade. She was born when my father and mother met at the Junior Olympics. I want you to sit right now and just really feel the weight of what I'm saying. That's kinda wild. And for a minor spoiler, yes, they're still together many years later. It worked out, finally, for him. But anyhow, that was a thing. I graduated high school. They had, another kid. And I was like, Father, please. I got into college on my own after getting emancipated. Oh, God. And I got to register as an independent student and get 100% aid. So, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Father, old buddy, old pal. They had another fucking kid. Yeah. After that, and I was like, yo, chill. The fuck? It's almost a pandemic. Why you having another kid? Pandemic happened. Did not affect anything. But at this point, I'm still in college, and my college is about 2 miles from their house. My father starts asking me to babysit my 2 youngest sisters, and at first I'm like, I'm not sure, but then I said, fuck it, sure, whatever. I want to get to know them. And I did. And I really did. And I ended up creating a good relationship with these siblings compared to the really genuinely toxic relationship I had at the time. It's gone, by the way. With my old siblings. We're chilling now. To the point where they keep asking about me even now. They're like, where's my sister? I want my big sister. I want to see her. She's nice to me. And I'm like, yes, I am, bitch. You're my babies. No, they called me mom a few times. And I was like, no, I am not your mother. I'm your sister. And guess what? That's even better. You know why? We're even closer. Hee. No, I love them. I pinched their cheeks, I squished their face, I kissed them all over. I kiss my babies. Mwah, 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 mwah. I like rubbing my nose against their noses. Like, I tick them up. I don't know. I hug them and shit. Yo, these are my babies. And that actually helped me soften my heart a little bit, because while I wouldn't say forgive what my father did. No. While I wouldn't forget what my father did, nor would I really forgive it if... I don't know where I'm going with this. I was able to not let it control me, or all of that. Even though I absolutely, to be real with you, had and still do have the right to, considering how horrible that fucking childhood was. But I loved my sisters so much, and I didn't want my uncomfortable oomph towards my father to affect them, because they didn't do anything wrong. They shouldn't not have a sister in their life just because I felt emotions toward our shared father. So I decided, just for my babies, I'm gonna try to really self-reflect and get to know my father as well. And here's what I came to after, well, becoming an adult. 1, I do not forgive the actions my father took when I was a child. But when it comes to like small petty things like, I wanted that teddy bear and he didn't get it for me. There's one thing where I will say I personally fucked up. I did not have follow through, and it's something I'm working on to this day. Because I didn't realize it until it affected me in a relationship. Whoa. Let's say I would ask for some shit, and he would forget, and I would get mad that he forgot. When I forget that, well, this will be a spoiler. Spoiler? What the fuck's not a story? He was a dean of a school, and he was also in charge of a lot of education-related things for the entirety of the city of New Orleans. He has a stupid-ass, really intensive job where he's out from, like, 4 a.m. and doesn't come back till, like, 7. This bitch worked, like, double-digit hours every day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 or 7. Because he would have to go in on Saturdays if people had detentions and shit, whatever. He had a lot of admin shit. I didn't realize what that meant, or what any of that really, really meant until I became an adult and had to deal with some bullshit myself. So yeah, on that end, I do forgive him a bit. Because bitches be tired, and he had to deal with not just his kids coming home, but like other kids and parents of those kids every fucking day. Sometimes 6 days a week for more than 14 to 15 hours a day. So as a grown-ass adult, you know what? I actually forgive that. Because I wouldn't put myself in that fucking situation. But he got enough bank to get a Maserati, so whatever, I guess it was worth it in the fucking end. And another thing I noticed is that when he went from my stepmom to my younger stepmom, he legitimately changed as a person. Because, I didn't realize this until I was in some relationships myself, but you do change when you're in a relationship too. Now, once again, I'm not forgiving his fucking actions, because he is, once again, a whole human being and a grown-ass man. But I hate to say it, because it happened to me once. Sometimes a shit-ass relationship can bring out the worst in you. And can turn you into someone you never thought you could be. You could be the most level-headed motherfucker on earth. But someone can push you, and push you, and push you until you break, or even show signs of just becoming something disgusting. And I hated that bitch. So when he cheated on her, I was like, yo, thank you. So on that front, I get that too. And I've actually been trying to call a little bit more, because I know the rest of my siblings are just as salty as I am for other reasons. Yeah, things happened. But I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna call. Because I've seen in my family, people literally die with so much hatred in their heart, so much unresolved everything, that it destroyed them throughout their entire adult lives. And they were never able to get up, or they just still can't to this day get up because they're yelling about, my parent did this to me when I was a child, and they're like 60 or 70 or fucking 80 years old yelling about it. And I'm like, really? You're old enough to be a great-grandparent, you never got over it. And then it hit me. Just ignoring it, or moving on, or turning that into something great, or, oh wow, I should feel so brave for surviving it. No. None of that is true. I am not brave for being a victim of abuse. I am not brave for not fucking dying or killing myself during that debacle. I'm not brave at all. I just happen to fucking survive. You wanna know what real bravery is? Confronting the motherfucker myself. And that has felt wonderful. Because I am I think you may have noticed how aloof I am, but I'm also very logical at heart. I like getting to know why things happen. And I've been getting that the more I talk to him. even though we haven't talked too much, I've learned just a little bit from his first thoughts on my mother that I was able to help turn into that story earlier. Because I did have her first thoughts on him, to my grandparents telling me about him when I lived with them, to just seeing how he is around different women, honestly. And even just the few times we've been in the car together, like, we don't really talk too much, but just noticing little things like, oh wow, you do that too. Oh, you have that mannerism too. Oh shit, you're my dad. You're my father, dude. That's weird. It's weird, man. It's weird. Oh, you liked Gundam when you were younger, and used to build Gundams. I definitely could not fucking tell now. Oh, you got in trouble for throwing snowballs at your neighbors, and you were literally known as, like, your small town's own Dennis the Menace. That's kind of fucking hilarious. I feel that shit. Oh, that's how you visited my mom in Texas. You and your friends snuck out one night. And I found that out from his friend. James. I found out from James himself. It was crazy. I was like, no way. And my grandma, because she found out when lifting the garage herself because she lived in the same house. Oh my god, it made no fucking noise. That's how his dumb ass snuck out the fucking house that day. Because she fucking remembered that shit, because I asked her about it. I was like, yo, what happened when you snuck to Texas? I wanted every angle of that story. Because I want to know the person who, I guess biologically, made me. Because I've been told for my whole life that I do have little habits that he has. Sometimes they're verbal things, sometimes it's just my delivery on certain words. Even when I wasn't raised by him, I thought that was so fucking interesting. So, and it also, and this is so silly, but not really. I'm gonna be real with you. I hate the way that people who propagate fatherless behavior act. And I always hope I'm not like that. I always really hope I'm not like that. And I also see how girls with fathers are. It makes me sad knowing that deep in my heart, I know that when I was little, I was a daddy's girl. I was like, yay, he's here. He's here. Give me a kiss on my forehead, father. And even though I know emotionally it is way too late for any of that, because after all, I am the same height as my tall-ass father. I want some kind of relationship with him, because I want kids someday. And I don't want my kids to grow up without grandparents. Because, well, my mom's already gone. So he and his wife would be the only set they've got. And I love my sisters. So I want to be friends with, our father as well. And that's why I decided I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna get to know this guy. Worst case, the status quo is the same. Best case, only one of my parents is dead. And that would be wonderful, to have at least one. Even if I've felt like an orphan for most of my life. And this brings me to this week, actually, on Sunday. I got a call from my father, which is interesting because that doesn't usually happen anymore. On Father's Day, got a call from him first, and I did plan on calling him, but I was sleeping in. I was tired, bitch. It's Sunday, the fuck? But yeah, I got a call and I called him back. And it was weird because it was our first time really talking casually. Like really talking casually, because we usually have like these awkward, stiff conversations. And I was like, oh my god, so this is what other people see my dad as. He's kind of like, I'm gonna reference some people real quick. Kind of like Charlie Sheen, you know? Kind of like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. That's the vibe my dad has. He was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Yo, what's up, dude? What's up?" And he was like, "Oh, by the way, you still in Insert City here?" And I was like, "Yup, I'm still here." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be coming around sometime soon. I'm gonna come see you, maybe, when I'm in town, just let me know." And he said, "No, I'll let you know. I'll hit you up, cause he's a hip Asian." But he is. And I was like, all right. And he was like, "By the way, I love you, daughter." And I was like, "I love you too, Dad." Because we're so awkward when we have to say I love you. And everyone I've ever spoken to has always been like, "Why are you two so awkward?" No, because like an ex of mine when we were together was like, "It feels like you two are kind of like a role playing as father and daughter." And I was like, "You right, because it's been years and we still don't know how to act around each other. We're so fucking awkward around each other." But I'm hoping this is a continuation of the growth we've had as father and daughter, despite how absolutely horrible our past was. Because I can think of so many people who absolutely wouldn't talk about them. They would just use them to be like, "Yeah, my dad hit me. I'm traumatized. Feel sad for me. Blah, 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 blah." Nah, I don't want someone to feel sad for me. Instead of, "Oh my god, look at this sad bitch. She been through so much. Let's cry for her. Wah, wah, wah." No, that's too much. That's too much. Instead, I'd want someone to go, "Oh my god, she confronted her abuser and got over the trauma. And is still here and can talk about it freely, like it's just another topic. All without therapy, because I don't have money like that. If you want to give me money, let me stop. No, I do have a fucking bill due, though. I won't lie to you. It's a stupid bill. It's a stupid bill. Do you want to donate to my Ko-fi? You can help me out. By the way, speaking of that, yo, I don't know who the fuck Fractured Soul is, but you're a real one. You're a real one. I saw you donate that 30. You gave me food. No, because like I wouldn't say whole days, but like effectively 2 days without food last week. So whoever the fuck Fractured Soul is, you practically saved my life. You helped me buy some burritos, and I am very happy because of you. You didn't let me starve. Otherwise, this would be, I don't know, my best friend recording a fucking post-mortem ASMR for you guys. Let's go, funeral stream. Nah, but no, like dead ass, thank you. I don't know who Fractured Souls, but you're real for that. Ow, I hit my head. I'm gonna edit the hit noise out. But anyway, yeah, that is the story of my father. You may feel many emotions. You can say whatever you want, good or bad, I don't give a fuck. I will respond to it in kind. But the biggest thing I think of whenever I think back isn't, "Oh god, that shit sucked." It's more like, I'm glad I'm in a different era of life and that it's over. And that's what I'm really grateful for. I do miss my mother. I do wish I'd had a normal childhood, but wishing will only do so much. But I do like doing that though, because I'm an overthinker. I like hypotheticals. Ooh, what if J. Jonah Jameson was Spider-Man? Ooh, I love that shit. I grew up on what if. But yeah. That is the story all about how, look at me doing this shit. My life got turned upside down. I have another story to tell, ironically, but it doesn't have to do with this topic. So I'm gonna save it for another ASMR because it's still a developing story. It's a cute one. And I think some of you are gonna like it. Some of you might be jealous. Some of you might not be. I don't know how everyone's gonna react to it. But I'll tell all of you about it next time. And I still don't have a fucking outro. I've been thinking about that, like, I sometimes want one, but I'm so shit at this shit, you know? Like, I don't know. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna do something crazy. Let me do this. Hold on. So. I know that some of you already have been so active. Active here, active in the community posts and shit. You guys are just fucking here. So I just wanna go through all of these posts and say some random fucking names again. Cause look, the first time I did this shit, I fucked up half your names. So I wanna be cool this time and just say some random ass names. So that's right, we're playing popcorn name. Okay, we got Reyes13 Mario. This motherfucker has been commenting on my videos since he was literally like one of my 10 subscribers. I love this motherfucker. The Warplay, I like you. Dean the Doctor, you've been on everything, but I will say you might need to chill out a little bit. I love you though, you're cool. Cup of Earl Grey tea, I like you. Say, I'm not gonna say your whole name this time, because the last time I fucking said, say la tosem creatividade, 5304, I feel like you felt some type of way. So, Hotrid Lawson, I know it's Hot Rod, but you're Hotrid now. You are officially Hotrid Lawson. I just want you to know that. I have legally changed your name, and there's nothing you can do about it. To get work, that's your name now. Exodus, that's your name now. Firebird, no, I'm not gonna charge my phone. Editor man, you still here? That's awesome. Dr. Dino, you still here? Oh yeah, you wanted to fucking ask me a question too. I might do another Q&A like later, maybe like in a month or two, because I don't want to do the same type of video back to back, you know? Peace giver, you cute, you nice. Let's see, any new people? I'ma check 2 more posts. Oh, how the fuck do I say that name? Kargoski Hicks? I definitely said that wrong. I definitely said that wrong. Moon Boomer. I like your name. Moon Boomer. Sayak, I love Sayak. I know this guy. I know you. You're in my chat. You've been in my stream chat. Also, if I've gone days without making a video or an ASMR video and you want more of that, go to my Twitch channel. I'm a talkative bitch. This is me talking to myself, but if you want to talk to me, you can do it live. And if you're shy, join the Discord server. Ooh. Actually, let me plug something, because I've never plugged this shit before. So I noticed that a lot of you really love these ASMRs and things and stuff, and really like this. If you ever want a custom audio from me, I'm thinking of making that a cute little commission thing. But I haven't decided on the price yet. Mainly because I don't know if anyone will be interested in custom audios. And if I had to, any more names? No more names. Lilithius, I know you. But basically, I was thinking this, and this is just me making shit up on the spot at, 3:16 a.m., but here's how it would probably work. I would likely charge by, the word or something. I don't know, X cents per X words. 100 words, this much, 200, 300, blah, blah, blah. And I would try to make it proportional. And then, I'll send you a personal recording. You could send in, I guess a script or something, and I will try my fucking hardest to read it correctly. Just for you. So if anyone is interested in shit like that, oh my god, I get to say it again. Let me know in the comments below, and I will work through that. Because one person, has already commissioned me for one, mainly because, if you have a Ko-fi membership, a monthly Ko-fi membership, some of the tiers include monthly recording. And if you just wait a few months, because I have it set for X amount of time per month, you can get me to read whatever you want with my consent, That's what I'm comfortable with. You literally have to send it. And then I would try reading it, and if I cringe too much, it's a no. But if I can do it without cringing, I got you. That's the parameter. Will it make her cringe? If yes, no. If not, yay. And that's what I think I'm comfortable with. I used to do like some dumb yandere voice acting when I was like a bean. I can kind of get into that, not gonna lie. I still have some recordings saved on my computer. I will never show though, because I was like a baby age. So, nar, we're not doing that. But yeah. We're gonna have some recording commissions because I need to pay rent. And yeah, that's I'm glad I brought that up because I've been wanting to bring that up for a while. And I don't know what else to say here. I don't know what else to say. You guys are pretty cool. Thanks for being patient while my internet's been out. And this video should probably go up on Friday. And after this one, I'm not sure which one, but one of my songs should be going up as well. Then another video. I'm gonna be posting daily for a minute, to be real with you. Aw, shit, I'm past an hour? Whatever. My editing's gotten faster though, so I should be done with this. Is this Thursday? It's Thursday fucking morning, god fucking damn it. So I'm probably gonna edit this like in the morning or some shit. But yeah, that's nothing to do with you. I mean, I think you guys are cool with me telling you behind the scenes shit. Like, ooh, she's gonna edit, ooh. I've also been practicing on my legitimate editing skills. You know, I'll tell you one more thing. Because I want to make another type of video, you know? Like actually using my model and shit. Like maybe the small one, maybe my big one. Probably my big one, gonna use my big one in a minute. I want to talk about other topics, you know? Kind of like the video I dropped with the croissant. Yeah, you know, little things like that. Maybe it's a little manic, maybe it's not manic. I don't know, just a little something. Oh yeah, let me tell you guys something too. Because I've seen a few of you saying some mad shit in my Discord server, and I'm just gonna clear this up right now. This is probably gonna surprise all of you. But I do not have attention deficit hyperactive disorder, also known as ADHD. I do not have it. Some of you think I have it. What makes you think I have ADHD? It's called having a personality. Let me stop. The only thing I have is, well, it's not severe to mild anymore. Just mild depression, asthma, an allergy to amoxicillin, and yeah. Those are pretty much my 3 personality traits. Oh, and an uneven spine after getting hit by a car. It's kind of cool, right? I'm all cool with my fucked up spine. I've got what's that shit? Tuberculosis? No, scoliosis? Yo, I'm sorry. Tuberculosis and scoliosis are 2 very different things. Tuberculosis is what killed, is it Edgar Allan Poe's family? It's some famous author's entire family. They just all died of tuberculosis. I can't remember. I swear it was him. And scoliosis is, an abnormal condition of the spine, because osis means abnormal condition. Because I did nursing classes, and then I didn't, but I still remember suffixes and shit. It's really cool. But yeah, what's up, friend? What's up with you? I got my arm around my fucking chair like it's a person. Like, hey, what's up with you? How have you been? How have you been? You hear me grinding for these 30 views, man? What's up with you? Bro, you know, I should do some shit like that. If you guys want me to do ASMR way more, let's make this video hit, how about this? The moment I see what's like a goal that's not like too crazy. Let me quickly check my own YouTube channel. Let me check the last ASMR and see how many likes that one has so I can be realistic. So this one has 45 likes? Are you fucking serious? How about the one before that? Oh my god, 43. Damn, bitch, you guys like me? Oh my god, thank you. Damn, even the Q&A special was 38. What? What about the time I overshared for an hour? 101. What about the preview for that one? Be goofy. 41? Love and peanut butter. 60 fucking 8. Oh god, what about the first ASMR? 238. Ooh, and 7 dislikes. Okay, so once again, thank you everybody. Let's be cute. If this video gets 50 likes, the very moment it hits 50 likes, I will press record and start immediately recording a new one of these. We're gonna make that a thing. Every time it hits 50, that's how you'll get consistent content from me. Or skip ASMR, because I do other things. I will do it at 50 until it makes me tired and I have to raise it. So there we go. Officially, as of right now, 50 likes. And I instantly make a new video. It'll pop up like the next day, because my turnaround time is about, depending on the length of the ASMR, around like 4-ish hours-ish maybe to edit everything. Probably wondering, oh, the fuck is she editing? All I see is a fucking audio waveform on a fucking thing of the girl sleeping in the background. Oh wow, that must be so complicated. Oh wow, how's she doing all this? No. Here's the process. First, I recorded in Audacity like I'm doing right now. Well, probably not right now because you're seeing me as a video, but for me, it's right now. 2, I put a little noise gate on it because I learned what that is and it saved all the time I was wasting making this fucking video. 3, I go through the entire video and make sure that, like, I get rid of, like, me sneezing and coughing and shit. So that's, like, smooth, you know? A little smooth. Now, if you don't want me to do that, let me know and I'll no longer take out my coughs and sneezes so you can feel weird. Being like, oh, wow, cough, cough, cough. And I just, I don't know, make it feel like a real conversation. I'm like, oops, excuse me, I need to cough for a second. Yeah, no. And then I take this audio and import it into FL Studio. Ooh. Where I have a little thing called ASMR.FLP, which is a FL Studio project. I think that's what it stands for. Next, I have like my template I created that says like the little voicemail thingy in the beginning, and then I pretty much have a little thing where I can just drag the audio straight in. And then after that, I double check it again because sometimes the voicemail equalizer fucks shit up, making for like a little crackly electronic noise. If you go on my other videos, sometimes you can kinda hear it if I hold out the letter S too much. Sometimes it happens. Or like, I don't know. It's with really specific syllables. It's usually the letter S. It'll like hiss a little, like an electric snake or some shit. And then I listen to the entire fucking thing, one way through. And then after that, it's audio ready. Now, I also have to download the music, but if you've noticed in my music used in ASMR playlist that is now public on my YouTube channel, a lot of these songs are like 3 hours long, so when I download them, they're like 400 fucking megabytes, because I want that shit HD. I dropped that in FL Studio too, and the downloading itself takes not too long. Usually I do it like, before I even start recording. I do it like the day before, when I know I'm gonna record. That doesn't affect my workflow anymore. I've gotten smarter. Add it to the playlist usually beforehand, because the music for this one was put in the playlist beforehand too. So, hey, you can guess when an ASMR's coming if the playlist gets bigger. So, fun fact for people who like to snoop around and notice things. I'm noticing. I'm the noticer. Not me referencing a soy jack. Fucking kill me. And after that, I export the audio, which usually takes between 3 and 5 minutes, depending on how long it is. This one's going to take 3 to 5 minutes because we're already past an hour, but fuck it, since we're already here, I'm just gonna keep on talking. After that, I go to, I usually make my videos for ASMR in Clipchamp, because making a waveform equalizer in other programs gives me a headache, and that one has, it doesn't have a built-in one, but you can finesse it. It's really stupid. You have to, like, create a podcast video thing and use that, but I made a template for it, so I don't have to anymore. So now I just drop my audio in, which is always, like, a fucking billion megabytes. And then, bada bing, bada boom. I change my looping image to be the right size. I do what I gotta do. And then I export that, which usually takes about 15 to 20 more minutes. I walk around, take a shit, eat some water, chew it up real nicely. Chew my water, nom 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 nom. And then after that, drop it in YouTube, click reuse, details, change the details around. Sometimes I make the thumbnail during this, sometimes I make it beforehand. With this one I made beforehand because I want to, like, let you guys know there's a preview going on. And then I schedule the video, usually for 4 p.m. my time, because according to my analytics, that's when everyone's alive or some shit. I don't think it makes a difference, but I kind of like having a regular time for when my videos pop out. So if you just see that premiere soon, you'll know it'll be 4 p.m. my time. So if you're in, if you're Pacific, that is 2 p.m. If you're Mountain Time, it's 3. If you're where I am, that's 4. If you're in trash Eastern Time, it's 5 p.m. So yeah. That's right. If you're in EST, you're stinky. You're fucking stinky. You think you're cool because you're in the fucking East Coast? Nah. Gulf Coast, best coast. Meh. But, yeah. Alright. It's basically a little extra after my very, topsy-turvy story about my lore. Yeah, it's my lore. That's right. But, yeah. I don't really... Once again, I don't know how to end this fucking video. There's gonna be a compilation one day if I ever get, like, big. Compilation. D doesn't know how to end her fucking videos. God, just imagine. I don't really know. You know what? I know what I'ma do. Cause, you know that according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too fat to lift its wings are too, is it thin or some shit? To lift its fat little body off the ground. But the bee, it flies anyway. Because bees don't care what others think. I haven't said this shit in like 9 years. Yellow, black, black and yellow. Let's shake it up a little. Berry, breakfast is ready. Let me. I used to have the whole fucking B movie, or like first few pages memorized when I was like a teenager. Because I was built like that. That's right. If you commission me for an audio, I will read the entire B movie script if you have the money for it. I'm that stupid. I will literally sit here and read you the entire B movie script. You know what we could do? That could be a donation goal. If I hit X amount of money, I will literally record me reading, and I will even attempt to character voices the entire B movie script, and I will post the bitch just for you guys. Yo, that sounds like cancer. No, even better. Yo, not just B-movie, I'll do Shrek. Oh my god, imagine that. We hit a goal, right? I have to read the Shrek script, and I also cover the songs that were in Shrek and reproduce them myself. And it's just the biggest fuck-ass video I have ever made. No, I will even go so far as to recreate the soundtrack and put it on Spotify. Like, speaking of that, I'm gonna be putting more of my songs on Spotify, so look forward to that. Yeah. That'll be fun. No, fuck it, Shrek 2. No, Shrek, first Shrek. Yeah, if you're interested in that, comment below too. In case you haven't noticed, you should probably be, commenting while listening, because I'm gonna keep on saying that shit. Well, not right now, because the video's gonna end soon. Yes. Yes, yes sirree. Yes, ma'am. Yes, manny. Actually, wait, yo, one last thing. Look, I get it. Some of you think I'm kinda cute. Some of you like the outfits. Some of you really like my what would I look like if I'm older outfit. But if you're gonna call me mother, you gotta pay me. I'm sorry. I die inside just a little bit when I'm called mummy or anything of the sort. Unless you pay me. Because let me tell you, my sense of shame goes away in the face of money and capitalism. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and pretend to be a squeaky clean YouTuber. No. You wanna know why? Because I have a rent to pay. This is serious business. If you're gonna call me any type of maternal figure, you better give me $1. $1 on Ko-fi per mommy. That's so cursed. That's so fucking cursed. No, if anyone actually does that, you're the GOAT. I fucking love you, bro. You know what? You know how some people always like show their patrons at the end of the stream or some shit? I might do that. If you do some fuck shit or whatever, I might start doing that with you. Like, oh yeah, thanks. And thanks to all my Ko-fi members for blah 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 blah. I will do that with YouTube members. I will do that shit until it's like not feasible anymore. Oh yeah, speaking of that, let me tell you how close we are to being able to have memberships on the channel right now. Okie dokie, damn fast ass computer, shit. Okay, out of the 3,000 watch hours, we are currently at, as of this recording, 825. So we're almost a third of the way in effectively 1 month. We're doing good, everybody. So at this rate, I should be monetized by the end of August. The end of August, let's go. It'll be a while till we have memberships and membership streams, but hey, you're gonna be here with me, right? I said you're gonna be here with me, right? You're gonna be here with me, right? Why do I not hear anybody responding? Look, I know you're like either listening right now, and if this is premiering or some shit, I know you're in this chat. I know you. I know where all of you live. I'm in your walls, bro. I'm in your walls. You better agree with me. Because I'm the YouTuber here. That's right. I'm going on a power trip. I'm the YouTuber here. So, you better be agreeing with me. Or I will rain hellfire on Earth. That's right. I can do that. I'm the Antichrist. I'm the reincarnation of... I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm on YouTube now. I can't be edgy. I shouldn't be edgy the way I like to be sometimes. Hee, I'm not gonna say that. Haha. I am a squeaky clean YouTuber who can be trusted. Always. Always. And if you're saying no you can't or you're a liar, you're stinky. You're stinky. That's right, especially if your name starts with the letter Z. Oopsies. Sorry about that. But anyhow, or M. But anyhow, yeah, man, I gotta go. This shit long. Yo, wait, is this almost longer than my other video? Fuck me, dude. fuck me. I have to edit this shit. Let's see, an hour to. Oh, it's already past the 1 hour long video. Well, I hope you guys are satisfied. I hope you guys are satisfied with this long ass video. Damn. This video is longer than my finger up your mom last night.